If you made it to your late 20s without having kids or getting married, honey, you have no choice but to be rich. There's literally no reason why you should not be rich. You're more mentally stable. You're more mature. There is nothing holding you back. You have more wisdom. You need to get to this bag.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. I am so over this idea of seeing black women. All we brag about is how I want to be able to travel. And this idea that that's what your 20s are supposed to be for, traveling, creating this dream life of travel. And this idea that you can't do that with a partner. I don't understand how we can't create our dream lives with a loving partner, i.e., find you a husband and y'all travel together. I want to understand. There needs to be a study on what is it about these girls' trips.
Oh, go smoke a motherfucking cigarette. It's giving very much drug. You went from a beanhead to an alcoholic.
Why are y'all so pressed to go on these girls' trips in your 20s? And y'all feel like, we just got to be out here and doing this in our 20s and not worry about no man until we're in our 30s. I'm going to share this clip with y'all. We're going to come back and talk about this whole thing because we got to get into this.
I advise all women, do not take men serious until you're in your 30s. A lot of this crash out stuff behavior and wasted time comes from not being mentally developed in your 20s. The level of I don't care at 30 about a man is diabolical. When you turn 30, it's just something that click in your brain. You just finally see everything for what it is. You see the mind manipulation games before they even start. You see the game that men have been playing before the end of time. They're finding beautiful women who have things going, making them have kids, and then completely acting a fool later down the line. It's a control thing, ladies. Think with logic and not your emotions like men do. Not taking men seriously in my 20s avoided a lot of heartbreak and distractions for me. In my 20s, I was able to establish multiple businesses, literally just live my dream life and travel. It's okay to date them, just don't take everything too serious because you never know.
So all I heard was we don't need to be accountable for what we do in our 20s because we are immature and we don't have the ability to think that far. But let me say this. You don't know really how to move with men because you're crashing out because you're not emotionally mature, but you're able to travel all over the world, start businesses. How does somebody who's not mature and able to really function as an adult and be conscious of her decisions travel to these foreign countries, run businesses? Help me understand that. But you can't figure out how to be a partner. You can run a whole business with employees, with finances, with inventory, running things, but you don't know how to be a partner. We're advising women to not take men serious until we're in their 30s. So what does that look like? You're saying date them, but don't take them serious. So what does that mean? Sleep around? Because she ain't saying don't mess with them. She's saying just don't take them serious. And that's how we are raised. As black women, we are not raised to be wives. We're raised to think that, men are the problem and don't go to college and take no man serious. I'm telling you this right now. My daughter, I will encourage her. Find your husband when you are in college. That is where you're going to have unlimited access to a boatload of men from all different backgrounds, all different future careers. You're going to end up dating someone while you're there. Be intentional about finding somebody who you can see having a future with. Why not? But for her to have this idea that, the reason we're crashing out over men is because we're immature. No, it's just because we are being programmed to do this stuff. From an early age, you're watching it.
To any young women out there that flex being a crash out,
just know that in the real world, like, no one cares about that. Like, people actually look at you with concern. That crash out flex is only something that gives you an ego boost on social media. Like, it doesn't actually work in the real world. People stay away from you not because they're scared of you, but because you are a liability. You are an adult that is throwing a temper tantrum, and it's not a good look. Okay, so just be mindful of flexing that you're a crash out, because in the real world it's not impressive. It's not impressive. Like, people don't take you seriously. People don't take you seriously when you're the type of person that your main solution to your issues is crashing out.
You're not being taught how to be a partner. Again, why do y'all want to go on girls trips so bad? But like I said, these girls trips that these women take, baby, it is, y'all love it. I just want to be able to travel. You can travel with a man. You can travel with a man. Why do we think we can't travel with a man? There is too much going on that we have this idea that men are the reason for the destruction in our lives. We have to be conscious of, we are the women and we set the standards. So men do what we allow. They do what we allow. They just do. And because we choose to make poor decisions, and then we like to clean it up and say, oh, I didn't know, I was too immature. You knew. So you want us to believe that women should just have a pass to do whatever they want and move however they want. And then when you get to your 30s, you go and do what?
If you're in your early 20s, all the girls in your early 20s, focus on you, focus on your dreams, focus on your goals, okay? Get your money, get your bag, sis. Don't think about these men. These men, one thing about it, they're going to be there. They're going to be there when you turn 30. They're going to be there when you turn 40. They're going to be there when you turn 50. They're going to be there. Right now, your project is you. Focus on your dreams. Focus on your goals. That's it. That's all. Nothing else, okay? All right, sis? I got your back. I'm here to help you. If you're already in a relationship, hey, by all means, do you. But if you're in your 20s, especially your early 20s, and you're trying to build yourself up, do not think about relationships. In your 20s, relationships will hold you back so much. And it's not a bad thing, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. If you're already there, kudos to you. Just put you first. Even if you're already in a relationship right now, put you first.
I'm a firm believer in women are spending their 30s trying to heal from their 20s. Why be that girl? You're trying to heal from all the destruction that you did in your own life in your 30s from your 20s. Don't do that. I do not advise a woman to take a man seriously if she's in her 30s. I highly disagree with that. If we start to learn how to be young women who have control over our emotions at an early age, we're learning this. We're learning how to be accountable. We're learning how to be mature. We're learning how to have effective communication. This is stuff that you can learn while you're young. How to use your words. How to explain yourself. When you are upset, how do you show that? Like, teaching this stuff to our children. But if you're watching your mom crash out over her men and doing all this crazy stuff and break stuff and fight and all that, you are being socially programmed to do what you've been doing all throughout your 20s. So now when you get to your 30s, she's like, well, I'm in my 30s, I don't even care about the way that I don't care. So what did you really learn? You're going to take them serious, but you don't care at the same time. What are you learning? What did you get out of doing what you did in your 20s? Because you didn't learn anything if you're going to go in your 30s with an I don't care mentality about a man. We have to remove this idea that men are just going to ruin your life just because they're in your presence. No, they will do what you allow them to do. So set boundaries. Have standards. Because again, they never advise you not to sleep with a man or deal with him. They just say don't take him serious. I.e., get what you can get from him, sleep with him, whatever that might look like, but don't settle down. And then you think you're going to do what in your 30s? You did a lot in your 20s that it makes it hard for a man to see you for who you could have been or who you were in your 20s. Moral of the story is, y'all can listen to whoever you want to listen to. I'm just here to tell the girls that it is possible to find true love, healthy love, meaningful love while you are in your 20s. You do not have to have this idea and mindset that you're just supposed to be out here just dealing with men. If you're going to deal with them and entertain them, why not be intentional? Like, you don't have to go through being walked like a dog if you don't allow that. If you recognize that you are in control, you have to set certain standards. You have to allow social media to not be in the forefront of your mind of how you move out here. Because getting to your 30s and then you're trying to heal is what a lot of women are doing in therapy. They're healing. And they've been healing for about 5 years from all the damage that they did in their 20s. And that can be a lot. That can be a whole lot. So you need to be very mindful, ladies, of what you do, how you do it, and how you move out here. Because listen to these women, baby, we're not married for a reason. Majority of black women are not married. And this type of advice is going to continue to keep us where we are in a dating world, in a dating pool. Date intentionally. It's better when you do it while you're young. I promise you, when you are doing it with the right person. Two people coming together, right intentions, it can work. It really can. You just got to do the work, and you got to, put yourself out there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this? Are you someone who believes you should just wait till you're in your 30s to deal with men? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Hit that thumbs up, and if you enjoyed the conversation, of course, subscribe to the channel. Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.